Hello and welcome back to Deadfire. So, last time we cured some sick in there, and I want to have a look at our reputation. So, if we have a look at our reputation, just to see how we're doing with people. So, Children of the Dawn Star quite like us. They actually really like us. Port Magi are okay with us. Delver's Row criminals hate us a lot because we stole from them. Okay.
Yeah, be
We're
right
gonna
there.
need to see what we can do about that. Oh no. Hello.
You've caught the eye of someone important.
A cloaked figure sidles up to you, hidden beneath a raspy whisper and a long, drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail.
Her teeth flash under her hood.
Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Oh. Alright. Well, I mean, but the criminals hate us.
Watch and learn.
This seems like a trap to me.
Yeah?
Ooh, a cat. Icus. Okay. What's the cat do? This is the party-wide effect. Apply affliction. Your party's bonus defense against poison and disease, and then we get +3 to all defenses against body affliction, mind affliction. It's a different type of cat to the other cat.
Hey there. Sure.
Interesting. I think we're going to keep what we have on, but that'd be useful if we tried to fight the Vithrak, but I don't really want to, so. Well, let's just go. We already know where the Narrows are because we've been there. Right. It was right, follow the passage to a left. Left. Enter the hideout. Yeah, we've already been here. And we killed all the people at the front door. Oops. I guess. Hello.
Gelarde.
A man claps enthusiastically, a fierce grin on his sharp-featured face. The guards around him hold their weapons close, clearly less amused than their boss.
The hero of the Ruparu, come to exact vengeance. A playwright could not have written it better.
Okay. So, because the gullet like us. Okay, I see.
I normally despise unannounced visits, but then they are rarely so entertaining.
He looks into the tunnel where his guards lie dead. Oh. Yeah.
Tell me, what brings you here in such spectacular fashion? And please, do not bore me now.
You could say we're looking for Mad Marina, but I don't need to right now. There's a rattle of metal and a squeak of leather as she takes a step towards you. You note the stiffness of his gait and a strange thickness in the legs of his trousers. Okay. So he's got like wooden legs or something? Or like casts or something? Anyway. Let's be, or do we try and say things got out of hand, or I came to pay my respect? Let's say I came to pay my respects. Let's start with that. I came to pay my respects to the crime lord of the gullet.
You have a most unusual way of doing so.
Dario leans back, sizing you up. As he shifts his weight, you glimpse metal and leather rising above his boot, the bottom of a leg brace.
A moment. You are the watcher of the Deerwood, no? Let us put our weapons away, so we can speak like civilized folk.
Very well.
Excellent.
He nods to the guards around him and they relax, sheathing their weapons. Alright then. That went okay.
I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Dario bares his perfect, even teeth in a smile.
The cap ain't short of friends, Dario, if that be your thinking. But that don't mean there ain't room aboard for one more.
And I need only a favor. An insignificant thing for a watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me.
He flutters his slender hands in a way that resembles a bird taking flight. Interesting. Let's use our streetwise stuff. Most of the people of your standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace.
He pauses, tenting his fingers.
The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano.
Sure.
After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
What is the Cornet of Waves?
It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts.
One hand plays with the elaborate decoration at his sleeve.
Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself. I do not believe in such superstition, of course.
He frowns. Yet you see the tension in the way he pinches the fabric of his sleeve. He wants this artifact badly. So you don't mean valuable in the monetary sense? He coughs into his hand to hide his fluster.
I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
Okay, I need to ask about another matter.
What do you require?
What happened to your legs? Let's go straight in.
A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle.
He smiles cryptically.
Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore.
The Principe seem divided. Which side are you on?
Why must we speak of sides? Like squabbling merchants from the republics.
He makes a face as if he's just smelled something awful.
Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage.
His long fingers stray to his shining sulnet? I have no idea what that is, honestly.
He ain't blowing ballast, Cap. Don't mean there's a course to be charted back to the golden days, though.
With a sigh, Seraphin shrugs. The Principe have survived this long because of their traditions.
And the Grand Empire of Aelia lasted many hundreds of years. But even it collapsed.
Edir liked what I said. Aloth did not.
The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Okay, very well. Who else have we got here? We got bruisers, sorcerers, thugs. Nobody else with a name. Anything we can have? Nothing we can have. Okay.
And what do we have here?
You have a trap back there. I would like to disable it, but I don't think that that's going to be an option we're allowed. Alright, well, we could definitely get this Cornet of Waves, just not right now. We're busy. We got other things to do. Right.
Took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
Down here.
And they say the pittings aren't
You hear?
increasing.
The Dawnstar's granted Peetly the power to heal the plagued folk. I always knew she was a
The
blessing on
Dawnstars
us.
did it.
Never doubted her.
Those iron.
Surely. So you got the pustule drained.
Who's Thelis?
Well, not yet.
Let's go into his house and find out. I mean, if it's not stealing, then it's fair game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's leave. That was good. Okay.
Be right there.
Head up this way.
You're right. He does do that with his hands.
Fie, 'tis roughing his precious spelling book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
Oh, who have we... Oh, that's just a Raparu who's sleeping there. Enoy's like the unofficial leader of this area. Let's talk to him. See what's going on. Hello, Enoy.
I hear you.
I see you. An elderly Raparu man squints in your direction before blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping on the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, boy?
He peers steadily into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are as thin as sticks. What teeth he has are yellowed or black from years of malnourishment. I like that that's a perception check where you needed 3 skill. Like, you would have to have tried very hard to have got here without having 3 perception. But anyway. Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
One of the most important Amira, one of the most important deities of the traditional Huana pantheon. Amira is a bird goddess who hatched the world from an egg. The Huana often worship her as Helia. Okay. Well, what's causing the Raparu such pain?
The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
Hand on his hips, Seraphim grins. The old man shrugs.
This is the Huana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Why are the Raparu the least deserving, the last to partake of the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services.
The Kuaru, the artisanal and merchant class of Huana society. Though skill and craftsmanship are respected, those born into the Kaharu are not given the equivalent praise of the Mantaru.
The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The dawn stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
What happened?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word. He must be dead.
Oh.
The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
You need an advocate. I will speak with the royals at Serpent's court on your behalf. I think that's what we're going for. The other options, Dawn Stars, we're not an atheist, we're not a religious organization. No. I can re-establish the smuggling operation. I could. I'm not going to. I mean, we will if, obviously, if the other options don't work. But, and then Delver's Row is the same thing. Basic. Well, no, that's just we can, we can bargain with them, which we don't need to do. We already know where Delver's Row is. But I think the correct answer is to solve the problem at the heart of this, which is that the food that they're getting from the higher up it's not being filtered down. So in that case, that's where we can fix it.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Roparu will be indebted to you.
To go further into that, basically, if we got the smuggling operation, yeah, okay, we're getting them food, right? Essentially, we've solved the problem. Like, we've solved the symptom. We haven't solved, the whole problem. Like, if that smuggling operation gets shut down again, they're in the same problem. They're in the same spot. But if we fix the underlying social issue, then that is going to mean that they always get food. Like, there's going to be very little circumstances where they won't. Anyway. Well, I've already asked him about the food shortage. Oh, I did find Ulug's body in the Narrows. Actually, I did, didn't I? Inoy stills for a moment, only moving to blink his black pebble eyes. Then he takes a deep, shuddering breath and exhales all at once. His damp breath smells like bile and illness.
It was as I feared, then. Tell me, how did he die? Was it fast, at least?
What's this?
Painless?
Insight. So why have we got oh, it's our insight of what happened. We're gonna tell him the truth. He was beaten to death. Looked like it went on for a while before he died.
The gullet claims another life, then.
The old man groans, rubbing his knobby, jointed fingers across his eyes.
I'm sorry you had to see that. It's not right. Thank you for your honesty, Watcher. Few are there who will deliver bad news in all its sorry truth. Speak, and I will listen.
Who are you?
I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Roparu now call me Paki Takiri.
Paki Takiri, Huana for big person. The Paki Takiri is a role within Huana tribes for the purpose of resolving civil disputes. Rather than taking on the duties of leadership as a chieftain would, the Paki Takari offers wisdom and guidance to the tribe, acting as an advisor and negotiator as needed.
Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy. If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you.
Tell me about the gullet. What's the history of this place?
Both time and tragedy have rotted the gullet into a place of filth and crowdedness. Once, we Roparu lived in a fine neck of the city. But that time has fallen, and with it, the ruins of our old city under Neketaka. Long before the foreigners swarmed us, a sea quake rumbled our city, and the mountain cratered down. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed for their efforts.
His dead eyes flick side to side.
Now the Mataru send us into the ruins of the old city to be punished. Within that pit lies darkness and death. Not silence, but an end.
Alright, well, farewell. Okay, interesting. So, we've got another job. We gotta find some food for these people. We can do that. Maybe. Probably. Okay.
What did you do before you were a ship hunter?
Rough times, lass. Would spare you the telling, lest you be set on it.
I reckon I can handle it.
Crew I were with, they give me any job they thought like to kill me. I live to prove 'em wrong.
Can't live the good times unless you survive the bad. That what being a pirate's all about?
Aye, sure enough. Besides, lasses say the scars be adding distinction.
Alright. What have we got over here? We've got a damp, musky draft blows up from the chasm. Okay. Oh, waterfall. Nice. Let's head into Beha's house. Was she the lady we saw running away from the cage, I think? Could be.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
Oh. What have we got here?
Sorry, friend. Okay.
2 sickly Huana infants lie swaddled under rags. So there's 3 children and then 2 infants. Alright. So this was a family. And then Bataru must have done something that got himself chucked out. A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
You punctuate each statement with a fierce whack of the reeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Are you alright? She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lured into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Beha shoots him a sharp glance. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you?
She turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering in the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
She pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. What does this have to do with Bataru? Actually, you know what? We're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to her vent her anger.
The Rawatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with an even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. What happened?
I heard a Rawatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern.
Her eyes go hard and dark.
Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
She bares her teeth at the memory. Interesting. Can you take a different ship? She shakes her head.
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves.
She lowers her voice and glances furtively around.
They say the Principe smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rawatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there.
Maybe I can talk to Suduzo. She looks at you with the same critical eye she's been giving her laundry, wringing and tugging the reeds.
Everyone knows the Rawatayans are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still, Maybe it goes different for you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging clothes, the huddled children, and the warped and splintering walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks, when he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
Tell me about the Raritayan captain.
Seduzo.
Beha is holding the reed so tightly that she snaps 1 and 2.
They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. But she threw Bataro out.
She looks down at the broken reed in her hands.
Always Bataro was careful with his words, just like you. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
How many of you need passage to Raratai?
We are 6, 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
What's this one? That's our knowledge of history? Oh, okay. Does no one else from the cast look after them?
Akira. It was so in the village, where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
I could look for Pataru.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
She trails off, working the reeds between her hands while hope and dread battle in her eyes.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps...
She steadies herself with a shake of her head.
Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
Alright. Well, farewell. We're not going to ask about the coin. That seems a little bit heartless. It seems a bit heartless. Right, so let's continue having a look around.
Adair, I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong, exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking, is all.
Oh. Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Interesting. Need to get Eddie to be more talkative.
Isn't this something?
Ooh, isn't that something indeed? We'll have the poison. We'll also have 600 copper pan. How much do we have now? About 1,000. We still need a little bit more. Beneath the dirt and mildew, these carvings look very detailed and very old.
I got this.
Okay. We got the hole, which must be the tavern. Okay. Well, we could have a look around, I suppose. Grab the grog. Now, think about the yeah, okay, let's go in here. I don't really want to talk to Seduzo until I have found Botaru. So we will avoid speaking to them if possible. Ogre pirate, pirates, Valians.
Let's not stand too close to that.
Boss. With my own ears.
Wind,
Dario said
redolent
there's
of
treasures in
vomit
that
and
pit.
mold wafts from the hole.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Okay, what have we got in here? Drunk guards. Fair enough. Hello, Ferna. An Orland-covered toe-to-ear tip in sable fur leans against the bar, counting change. He gives you a wide, easy smile when she notices your approach, and slips the coins into her pockets with a wink.
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something?
What's the story of this place?
The hole's been here so long as there's been a gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's the neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants?
How'd you end up here?
Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I rode a whale into port in the middle of a storm. The Juana took one look my way and knew there was no one who could run the hole but me.
I have other questions.
Of course.
Like, what do you sell?
What you need?
Do you know of anybody looking for work?
Sure, I know a few folks who need coin, and a couple of them can even hold their liquor.
Okay, let's see what we got. So we got an elf from the White That Wends. I mean, he's pretty high up on my list already. There's a novice deckhand and surgeon. He wants 2 a day, and he gets food and water. We've got a novice cannoneer and novice cook. I think we take them both. We take Herger and we take Adele. Yeah, we're gonna hire them both. That's fine. Let's see what else have we got here. So the rooms, stealth, streetwise, and sleight of hand. Okay, it's not very good. I mean, compared to other things. Forgetful night. Interesting. We have water, we have food. I think we're good. I think we're good right now. What else have we got in here? Pirate, thugs, pirates, shopless imp. What's a shopless imp? The imp belches. Alright. We got some artisans, some musicians. A Vithrak, hello. Beer is good, maybe. Ah, alright. That's fine, we don't need to worry about that. There's Seduzo. Don't want to speak to him just yet. Because I want to speak to him after we found the missing husband, I guess. There's an upper floor. Let's go up here. See what other people are visiting. Good music track. I like it. Oh. And now we can only hear the muffled version upstairs. Nice. Oh, food. Yeah, we'll definitely have that.
Yeah, I got this.
What's happening here? Alright, well that's interesting. Guess we'll speak to someone later about that then. Hello everybody. Gold Pack Rogues, Gold Pack Priest, Gold Pack Fighter. The Gold Pack are like paladins, aren't they? Oh, there's Orin at the end. Can we have this? This is mine now? Yeah. Nice. That's a we got
Leave it
more
to
money.
me.
We'll have that as well. We'll have everything that's not nailed down. Hello, Orin. A dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread. Steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles, rounds of flatbread stacked in a neat tower, and a melon sliced in even triangles. His attention is focused on the flower cups and the bottle in front of him. He has the cups organised in an almost perfect square around the bottle. As you look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. We'll wait as well. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with practiced patience.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
At last the bottle is empty, and he places it in the exact centre of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice more before he's satisfied.
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last the leader turns to you.
What do you require?
What brought you to Deadfire?
We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties.
He glows with pride.
If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
He raises his cup and his companions do likewise. Seraphin leans nearer you, grinning.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types piratical.
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons.
Really?
Right here, be right
really,
there.
Seraphim? Okay, well I guess we'll speak to them later as well. I'm kind of getting the feeling that this place is a later place, but we'll continue. Ooh, we're allowed to go into it. That's all I wanted to check before we try. We're allowed to break the door down, so.
There. What did I tell you?
Not
Yeah,
stealing?
Sure.
Fine. Now
I
we can
got
take
this.
what's in there. Another
I got
shirt?
this.
Oh. Please, you're too generous. Alright, what we got here? More alcohol. And we can leave to the outside, where there'll be an animal of some sort, maybe. Little animal? Nope. Okay, just a barrel. We'll have that. Fine. We'll go through here again, and yeah, we'll leave Seduzo all alone. We might try and go to the I wonder whether we want to go to the old city yet, or whether we want to continue exploring. I don't know how difficult the old city's going to be. That's the only issue. Because I know that we're fairly weak right now. Like, at least compared to the fight we had previously. But no, unless the fight we had previously we weren't meant to win. That's the other question. Okay. Well, let's head this way. Oh, what we got going on here? Hello? A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar on his forearm and he's rolled his sleeve up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tell you they haven't been here long either. Ooh. You know what? Let's call him out. You're nearer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory.
Told you.
One of the others punches the leader's shoulder. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
He smiles, backing away. They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. Oh. See ya. I mean, I kind of would have liked a combat encounter. It would tell me how strong we are compared to things we're meant to fight. Alright, I'm going to the old town. Let's go.
Be careful. The gullet is no place for outsiders.
Hello, Overseer Hitanga. A guard folds his arms, watching the activity on the walkways through slitted eyes. A coral piercing juts from his lower lip. He notices you with a sharp nod. How was that man sent below?
Botaro? He associated with foreign criminals.
He spits. The gob of saliva is just one more splotch on the weathered and molted boards.
I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where does this lift go?
To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates.
I'd like to go to the old city.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
He waves a hand towards the exit.
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
Nekataka has a rich history, and some of it lies buried. I must see it for myself. He shakes his head.
It's your neck, Ikira.
He whistles, and the guard standing by the lift looks over at him and nods.
We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass. Though I urge you to reconsider.
Alright, farewell. See you later. We got some more guards. What else have we got along here? More Mataru guards. Grab that stuff, obviously. Some more Raparu. What's this? Oh, some repair supplies. The wheel groans with the with the cage's weight. It's slick with protective oil. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quick save. Well, I'm gonna proper save actually, so if we need to come back, we can. Let's go. A rickety metal cage swings over an abyss. Your clothes billow with foul wind from below, and faint screams and roars echo from the depths. Still, you can make out no details from this distance. Let's go down. You step into the jouncing cage. The doors slam shut, and your descent begins with the rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling ruins and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to a rest with a groan. Alright. What have we got down here then? Ooh, okay. Oh, this is all foggy. Alright, and that's a lot of corpses. We'll go slow. We will go stealthy. Just so that we can avoid running into anything that we don't want to. Oh, that is a lot of corpses. And there's more over the river. We head along the river? Now we can head out into the water if we want to. Oh, we got sickened if you walk through it. It's temporary, but okay. Fine. Try and avoid walking through it. We're gonna walk through it again on the way back, I see. That's fine. Oh, we can watch her. Do this.
Ready to...
Oh, some gulls. Wait. Wait. Oh, she's not invisible. Okay. Seraphim, you on your pistols? Yeah, shoot the gull. Aloth, hit it. We're also, we should switch to our crossbow. Shoot the gull.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Edier, on stealth, go for it. That's fine. Edier is in this form. That's fine. She is in her form. Are these vessels, do you reckon? They might be vessels. Let's use our Holy Radiance. Find out what it does. Okay. That's good. We did some damage. Loti is about to heal, which is fine. Edier, knock them down. They are level 1. Oh, Rotgast from behind us. I'm gonna switch to our sword. Yeah. We're gonna see what we can do about it. Let's see. Let's maybe dazzling lights right here so we catch it. Aloth. Might get Aloth to turn around and help us with this. It's strong against crushing, actually. I might get Seraphim to turn around and help us with this. Soul ignition is burn over time. Actually, no, yeah, paralyze. You can. Aloth, I need you to focus on these two, so why don't we do some crushing damage to this one? They're weak to crush. Go hit the Dargul. Go. They are vessels. Okay, they got hurt by the Holy Radiance. They got shaken by the Holy Radiance. Shaken? Anyway, kill the gull. Eddie, are you still knocking down the Dargul? Yep. This is about to hit. Nice. Okay, we can hit it. What's this one? Loses accuracy. No, that's fine. Yeah. Let's give our new melee attacker a buff. Our rogue. Right. Let's use another crushing on the Dargul.
And that's how it's done.
Right. Oh, there's another Rotgast. Edier, you need to fight this one. Edier, you go stand there. Zoti. What do I want you to do? Yeah, go harvest that one. Aloth, hit this one.
Bullseye.
Aloth, hit this one. That's fine, you're about to. We're still tanking, but that's alright. What are we doing? Let's confuse them and shake them.
Me too, man.
Show 'em how it's done. Yeah.
Right. Hit that. Here. How do they feel about fire? They're strong against fire. Okay. We can crackling bolt them. That's fine.
There's some.
Harvest him again. Might kill him.
You don't see every day.
That was okay. Wasn't too good, but it was alright. Keep hitting it. What else have we got? Let's try and necrotic strike. Knock him down. Use another sickle.
Right here. That looks like it hurt.
Killed the rock ghast, I think. Is it about to explode?
Be right there.
It does explode. Okay, so I recognize the "it's about to explode" animation. Animation. That's fine.
I'll teach you
Shoot
a
it.
lesson.
Zote, head over here.
That's right.
Yeah. Crush it.
There's a walloping.
Beyond sick.
Yeah.
No one noticed that, right?
Fine. Hit it again.
That's how.
And then it goes down.
I hear you.
They get reduced healing while that's on them. Okay. Well, that was
Happy to oblige. I hear
not in
you.
combat anymore, right? Oh, we're in combat until second wears off, I think, maybe? Let's see if that will... Yeah, okay. We're almost there. Are we still in the second, technically? Yeah, I just want to grab my loot. Really.
Consider it done.
Yeah, that's better.
Happy
We
to
didn't get
oblige.
injured, so we're still good.
Sure thing.
Alright. Yeah, we are going to get sickened. Oh my god, there's another one. That's Pestilent Rockcast. Zote, head in. So just start doing Holy Radiance. Aloth this way. We're going to head out this way. Edier straight forward. Seraphim around the corner. I didn't hit it. Okay. Seraphim shoot. Seraphim shoot. Aloth hit. Will hit.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Nice. It's almost dead. Zote, let's use some of your sickles.
Lava root beyond sick.
Nice. It didn't explode. Interesting. Not sickened anymore. Oh, there's a leg. We'll have that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Right. Let's see what's going on with this body. The body has been savaged by many fangs and claws. A cloud of essence hangs over it. You recognize it as belonging to Potaru, the man you saw lowered from the gullet earlier. His soul remnant pulses with urgency. You prepare yourself for the now familiar jolt and feel yourself pulled into one of his memories. You're being dragged towards the cage, but you're not looking at it or at the darkness below. Soon, there'll be nothing else for you. Overseer Hitenga is holding the marked coin, the Soul Net, and glaring at you. You already tried explaining it yourself, but it's no use. He knows where you got it. He tucks it into his pocket. Instead, you look at Beha, furious and heartbroken, where she stands beyond the guards. There's something you need to tell her, but she's so far, receding further by the second. What do you need to tell her? You're standing in front of a man. His dark, wizened face reminds you of old leather, but delicate work of embroidery rests on his lap. He holds out a purse with long, fine fingers. It's heavy, probably more money than you've earned in your entire life. You try not to let this show on your face. You know what to do. The crime lord nods at you. Oh, he made a deal with Dario. Please remind me. You will meet with our mutual associate near the Adra Mill. She will give you a package. Pay her and bring this package to the Undercroft. He watches you for understanding before he continues. My people are particular about security, but show them the Sulionet and they will let you pass. You pat your pocket for the marked coin. Yes, it's still there. You leave the lair of Dario the Lean and zip through the Narrows, past the thief-chewing guards, left at the four-way intersection, left again at the gullet. Your hands are shaking. You're remembering the rumor that Beha told you about, of a merchant captain at the tavern. Money is heavy in your hands. It's a risk, but you realize you've already decided to take it. You approach the tavern with your heart in your mouth, realizing you can't just walk in there holding Dario's purse. You need to hide it. Fortunately, the rubble around you offers plenty of hiding places. When no one is looking, you clear some stones out of one corner and hide the purse beneath them. There, you come back for it once you made your deal with this Raratean. You're almost starting to feel better about it too. As Botaru walks into the tavern, the memory fades and you find yourself once more looking at his corpse.
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
Oh no, Zote. Zote's lantern clinks softly as she drags it through the clustered essence, harvesting the lost soul. Zote, I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not good. It's not right. and it's going to be bad in the end. Right, so we got something new here. We got a new bestiary entry. We have new vessels. We have the gull and the dark gull. Now, are these separate? Yeah, they are separate. Okay. Let's read gull first, actually. It'll probably be more general. And we also got the pestilent rockcast and the rockcast. Oh, it's ability grave touch. What's that? Doesn't tell us. Okay, but they have it. Yeah, okay. It's generally understood that gulls retain enough cunning to make dangerous hunters and adversaries, but not enough to be concerned about their rapid deterioration. Like dargulls, they are drawn to secluded environments, though some gravitate towards cemeteries in search of readily available flesh. The meat of dead kith satisfies some of the gulls' hunger, but it does little to sate their need for soul essence. Inhabiting a graveyard may actually hasten a gull's decay, as it reduces their incentive to seek out living sources of food. Alright. Dargull. They also have Numbing Strike. Dargulls represent the first stage of the irreversible decay of a human body that's sustained only by soul energy. In this state, Dargulls have lost some portion of their memories and mental abilities, but still retain enough self-awareness to recognize their own decline. Their hunger for living flesh is so insatiable as to make them reckless. They are more aggressive in their pursuit of kith than even vampires, yet crave secret and secluded environments where they can eat their prey without inciting the wrath of civilized communities. Some vampires dread this stage more than those that follow, but they know that they will likely possess enough of their faculties to appreciate losing them. Right. The Rockghast. Beware the drowned kith, pity the poor soldiers, the fishers, the Camellia clam divers who, in a stroke of ill luck, ingest the waterborne rotter, the parasite that takes hold in death. Known as Rockghast, these are the corpses that continue to roam, stinking and rotting, skin slowing from bone while its host's own innards flourish, an infestation that steadily consumes the lungs out. The first stage of incubation process as a welling of 1,000 worms from the guts to the tongue, enabling transmission through regurgitation and watery discharge. Later stages of the nesting cycle involve bulging, easily burst tumors, blackened blood, worms writhing through the skin, and the complete loss of motor functions. Sadly, there is no known remedy save for the utter destruction of the body. Is that the same for both of them? Same for both of them, except one is slightly less bulgy. Let's put it that way. Alright, Zoti wants to talk. What have you got to say?
Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
Hands braced on her knees for support, she leans forward and sucks in a breath of fresh air. Really? Have you seen the area? Fresh air is maybe not the best idea. Her eyes never leave your face. A rosy flush slowly brightens her cheeks, and she beams you a wide, brash grin.
Tell me what's on your mind?
So, how come you seem to be a worshipper of Gon, more so than of Aethys?
My folks... You might say they're not your typical Aethasians. Sure, they cling to the light more than the darkness. But the war, it touched my family. And it changed them. Killed some. Not that I remember firsthand.
She sniffed.
The others toughened, turned survivors. That much I saw with my own eyes, even years later.
Are there others like you, other Gonites out there?
Of course, though we're few and spread out. Most don't keep to temples. Soul shepherding requires travel. My aunt's the one who taught me about the cycle of life and death, how everything happens in stages. Whether forwards or backwards, from seed to rot to rebirth again, it's all just states of existence and balance. See? That's how I first learned about the slice of Gon within Aethys.
She grins, a big, confident, and happy... I'm guessing it's meant to say smile at the end? Oh, never mind. I put in an A. She grins, big, confident, and happy. Still a little bit weird, but I read it wrong. Continue.
After that, I read all the doctrines of Gon. Anything and everything I could get my hands on.
Such as?
The 12 books of Nearwith, plus the epistles from the minor prophets. A lot of them aren't a part of today's canonization, but that doesn't mean they're wrong.
She crosses her arms over her chest, expression pinched.
It's tradition for the youngest born to take up the priesthood of Aethys. Well, I did it in my own way.
Alright.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Had any nightmares recently?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
Well, that's all for now.
Yeah, it's best we gotta move on.
Okay. What's the area look like? We've got a lot of this left, so I think we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and next time we'll explore the rest of the old city. And, well, then head up to tell Beha the bad news. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.